What's going on, boxing fam? This is DA here with another boxing video. Alright, I may understand that my last video may have hurt the feelings of a few people that may have watched it. So they figured they flagged my video, but you know, whatever. Past is the past. Anyway, I'm less hyped now, not as excited. So I'll take have more of a level-headed stance on what happened tonight. Alright. Before my video got taken down, one of the posters mentions of something about the end of an era. Now, I highly disagree with the whole end of an era talk that's been going around. Pacquiao being knocked out does not mean the end of an era. Yes, he may have increased the fan base of the sport of boxing by bringing more eyes, you know, conducting a lot more business. You know, the entertainment value was considerably boosted because of Pacquiao's sudden rise in I guess you could say it's rising notoriety and fan base all over the world. That's all fine and dandy. However, there are still so many boxers in the era of Pacquiao that are still going. You know, Mayweather is one of them. Marquez is one of them. You know, stuff like that. I mean, if you want to talk about end of an era, then we got to talk about like when De La Hoya, well, not De La Hoya, not so much De La Hoya, not so much Roy Jones, you know, not so much like James Toney, because guys like Bernard Hopkins are still fighting, you know, stuff like that. You know, Floyd Mayweather is still undefeated. He's still going at 35 years of age, about to be 36 or sometime soon, or if he's not 36 already. But anyways, let's go back to the facts. Manny Pacquiao was knocked out tonight in the 6th round at 2 minutes and 59 seconds. What does this mean? It means little, because this was bound to happen to one of them. Either Pacquiao was going to knock out Marquez, or Marquez was going to knock out Pacquiao. And all the videos that's ever been around YouTube that have reviewed Pacquiao 1, 2, and 3 over and over and over, all the rewatches, everything like that, it's pretty definitive that the longer that these two guys would fight each other, someone was going to go down, and rather violently. You know, with all the decisions, as I said, somebody was bound to get caught. Just so happens Pacquiao was the one to get caught. You know, of all the videos that I've put out about Manny Pacquiao in his defense, and how he always holds his hands and how reckless he is as a boxer, you know, he always throws caution to the wind. He never really protects himself in a way or in a fashion that normal boxers should. And there was just going to be a point in time where his guard was just going to be dropped, and a certain hand or certain combination of punches was going to land, and they're going to put his lights out. It just so happened Marquez's right hand was the one that did the job. Marquez was against the ropes a little bit. You know, Pacquiao he was doing his little thing. Then all of a sudden, bow! You know, freaking arms cuffed in, you know, elbows flared out like chicken wings, and he hit the canvas hard, flat on his face. Like, I honestly didn't know what to believe. I was in a state of shock. You know, if you guys had watched my video previously, you would understand them. I was in a state of shock. It was completely and utterly I was like, wow. You know, kind of like when Roy Jones got knocked out for the first time by Antonio Tarver. I was just like, whoa. Like, I didn't expect it to happen. Well, I had I kind of thought, I knew it would, but I guess seeing it with my own eyes was just like kind of, you know, it was surreal for a few seconds, you know. I've recovered mostly, so it's all good. You know, they're already talking about a 5th fight. Man, come on, man. The first fight, a lot of people said it was a draw. Marquez won. Some say Pacquiao won. Mostly the fanboys of Pacquiao. The second fight, everyone was leaning towards Marquez. Even a lot of the elders in the Philippines, most of them said that Marquez won. Then in the third fight, a lot of people said Marquez won. They said, "Oh no, the punch stats tell a different story. Oh no, the fans tell a different story." Back and forth. Nothing was really believable at that point. So they had the fourth fight, and boom, Pacquiao gets knocked out. What more do you want? You know, what more do you want? Like right around the eve of the third fight, before it came to be, a guy had made an avatar that showed an old ass Marquez and an old ass Pacquiao that said Pacquiao Marquez 50 fighting again for the last time or something like that. I don't really recall the phrase or the quote that they used, but that's basically where it's going. I mean, even the Israel Vasquez and Rafael Marquez ordeal that went 4 fights. By that time, Israel Vasquez had enough. You know, if they go fight a 5th time, God, you're gonna have like another Gotti Ward, Israel Vasquez, Rafael Marquez type of thing going on. Not to mention that WBO already had a custom belt made just for this fight, fighter of the decade. Even though we're 2 years into the decade, I honestly don't know where the logic is in that. You know, you can draw your own conclusions as the YouTube boxing community naturally does. You know, I highly protested the 4th fight despite the outcome. I'm going to highly protest the 5th fight. There doesn't need to be a 5th fight. I don't care. If Marquez got knocked out, everyone will be clamoring that, oh, Pacquiao ended it. He proved that he was the best of the two, yada, yada, yada. Here came Marquez out of nowhere, cleaned out Pacquiao's clock. Now everyone is saying 5th fight, 5th fight. Come on, really? If everyone had already said that Marquez won the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st fight, despite the 1st fight being the judge's own mistake. However, they did say Marquez did a better job in that fight, rallying back after being knocked down so many times. Then you go into the 4th fight, Pacquiao gets dropped on his face and he goes to sleep. Then what do? You can't call for a 5th fight. I already know Bob Arum and his cronies are right behind the scenes talking about, oh man, we can make so much money off this knockout. Come on, Pacquiao lost twice already. He lost to Timothy Bradley. Well, I don't care what people have to say about it. He lost. He lost his belt. Fought Marquez, got knocked out. What else can you do? He should have just accepted the $40 million Mayweather was going to offer him, because now even if the 5th fight doesn't happen with Marquez and Marquez retires or whatever happens after that, there should be no fight with Mayweather-Pacquiao. If there is any type of negotiations, then Mayweather is clearly in favor of having the lion's share of the profits. That means 70-30, 60-40 at the least. That the most he should give up. There is no way in hell they should go into this fight now 50-50. There's just no possible way, no conceivable way that Mayweather should not get the lion's share by now. It's just obvious. You know, I'm eager to hear what Skip Bayless has to say on Monday. Same thing with Stephen A. Smith. You know, I just hope they don't have some clueless celebrity on there talking about boxing, act like they know what they're talking about. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't celebrities that don't watch boxing and don't know what they're talking about, but you can clearly know who watches boxing and who doesn't just by who says, by their comments and by how they reply and all that other nonsense. You know, I believe Mayweather made a comment on Twitter saying that if you make mistakes, you're going to pay for it. Well, Pacquiao clearly paid for it. But, you know, it doesn't matter. 2013's coming up. We got Mayweather's making his return. Shane Mosley might make his return against Paulie Malignaggi for his WBA strap. You know, like I said, Mayweather going against, looking towards the future, it will be going against Robert Guerrero on Cinco de Mayo weekend. Then you have another Hispanic holiday in September where he could be going up against Canelo. So we have so much more to look forward to. You know, it's been a great year of boxing, bar none. 2010, 2011, and 2012 have been the best 3 years of boxing. You know, I'm looking forward to 2013 heavily. You know, all good things are about to happen. You know, my hat's off to Marquez. It's about time he won. He did what he had to do. He did business. He proved that he is the better of the two men. You know, I hope there's not a 5th fight. You know, so, you know, but, you know, whatever. I want to hear what you guys have to say. All right. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. You know, I kept it cool. You know, so we'll just go from there. Yeah, like with all my videos, like, dislike, comment, please subscribe, because I will have more videos in the future, amongst other things, if you guys follow my channel. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the fight as much as I did. Happy holidays to everybody. You guys take it easy. I'm out of here. Peace.